Lady thinks letting her kid drown will teach him to swim. This literally just happened yesterday, and I was at the pool with my auntie and 4 of my little cousins. At this said pool, there's a big pool, a medium kid-sized pool, and a baby pool, all in ground. My aunt was in the baby pool with my 2 baby cousins, and my 2 other cousins were in the medium pool. I was alone in the big pool swimming around. Now this pool has a rule that any child under a certain height can't be in the big pool area, even under the guidance of an adult. But there was some toddler who was running around the pool ledge where he tripped on some sunglasses by the side of the pool and fell in. I was the only one who saw him, so I quickly swam over and picked up the flailing, crying child out of the water. He was sobbing, but I calmed him down and he said thank you. Seemed like a super sweet kid. I wondered where the heck his parents were and why he was left alone in the pool area, which he shouldn't even be in. I asked him where his mom was, and he showed me a lady who was tanning in a pool chair, not even paying attention to her child at all. I told her what had happened, and the conversation followed through. Entitled Mom: "He fell in?" "Yeah, but I saved him. He's okay. Why is he even..." She cut me off. "Well, why did you take him out of the pool?" "Because he was gonna drown. Kids his size can't even be in this pool. He was trying to learn to swim. That would have been a great learning opportunity and you messed it all up. If I didn't do anything, he would have drowned. Why weren't you watching him?" "He would have been fine if it wasn't for you. He was just playing around the pool." "Well, kids his age can't even be in this part of the pool." "What are you talking about? I paid to be here. He can go to whatever pool he wants." Now there are signs everywhere saying the rule of height and children. Apparently entitled people can't read. I point to one of the signs. "Well, I never saw that. It isn't my fault. Those lousy lifeguards should have told me the rule." I then reported her to the lifeguard and she was escorted out of the pool for harassment and neglect of her child, I guess. I then just went to the medium pool and chilled out with my cousins. Other than that, my day was rather fun. Have a nice day, laddies. "You have to sell it to me for $2 or it's false advertising." Hey, for all who remember my first post in this subreddit, I'm back with another. I really wish I wasn't. Honestly, I hate dealing with entitled parents and their BS. But apparently it seems to follow me whether I like it or not, so here we are. Very much like the last story, this RC truck was involved. It was a cheap find at a pawn shop and I'm fixing it up before I decide if I'm keeping or selling it. The story takes place at my local hobby store while I was buying parts for it. At one point, I had set it down, leaning up against the counter while I chatted with the employee, with this, the part I ordered and was there to pick up, sitting on top. This, again, was my mistake. As I was chatting with the employee about this little RC truck with a camera in it that she had gotten to mess with her cats, a father and his son wandered into the RC section. They were looking at the different models on the shelves. And from the sound of things, the kid had earned himself some money and was buying himself an RC model. At some point, the kid noticed mine and mistook the price tag on the bagged part for the price of the truck. Kid: "Look, Dad, this one's only $2. Dad: "Really? That doesn't seem right. Let me see it." As the kid picks up my truck, I take notice and walk over. Me: "Oh, sorry, that's mine. I left it there because I didn't want to hold it for a half hour while I harassed this poor girl, you know?" Dad: "Sorry about that. It's a cool truck though." Me: "Thanks. You know, they have similar models available here." I spent a few minutes showing the guy and his kids the various models, and he comments on how expensive the Traxxas ones are and starts looking at the cheaper, more beginner grade ones. They pick out a nice 118 ECX Ruckus, and the dad tells the kid to ask his mom to make sure she's okay with him buying this. The kid runs off and comes back with a woman who I assume is his mom. She didn't have the stereotypical Karen look, but she had the look in her eyes. Anyone who has actually dealt with entitled parents or insane people know the look. Entitled Mom: "Which one of you works here?" Employee: that would be me." Entitled Mom: "My son here tells me that he found a truck for $2 but you wouldn't sell it to him?" Kid: No, Mom, I said it belongs to that guy. He points at me. Entitled Mom looks at me and says, did it have a price tag on it? Me, well, no, it had this on it. I hold up the bagged part. Entitled Mom, let me see that. She snatches it out of my hand. Entitled Mom spends a minute studying the tag on the bagged part. Almost like if she stared hard enough, she could find the secrets to the Karen code, an ancient mystery lost to the guilds of Karens for decades. Entitled Mom, this says Traxxas, right? Employee, well, yes, but... Entitled Mom, and this truck is a Traxxas, right? Me, I mean, it is, but... Entitled Mom, then this is the price for the truck. Employee, well, no, that's not how this works. Entitled Mom, why not? It says Traxxas on the tag. Employee then gestures to a wall of parts, with probably several thousand parts all in similar tagged bags. Entitled Mom is getting red in the face. This is false advertising. I can sue for this. Dad then runs over and interjects, likely having dealt with this before. Dad, why don't you go wait in the car? I'll deal with this. Entitled Mom takes a minute to compose herself and leaves with one parting shot. Fine, but you better let him have it. She leaves, and as soon as she's out the door, the dad turns to both of us and says, sorry about her, guys. She does this a lot. We'll take the orange ECX truck for my son, though. As she's grabbing it off the shelf, the kid asks his dad, Dad, what are you going to tell Mom? Dad, I don't know, buddy. Maybe that there was something wrong with the truck, or that they both got eaten by bears. I've got a couple of minutes and I'll figure it out. And with that, they pay and leave. And the employee and I had a good laugh about this insane woman and what her husband probably wove up for her tale to keep her happy. We meant you make the party. My aunt works as a teacher in a really small school. Recently, one of her students was hit by a trailer. Nice girl, good grades, respectful, you get me. Well, my aunt called her mom to check on her, and she basically told her, if you're calling for me to tell you she's dead so you can gossip, then piss off. She just told the mom that she wanted to check on the girl and give her lessons at home when she recovered so she would do well in her exams despite the accident. My aunt was devastated. She didn't know the state of the girl and was really worried about her. Around 2 weeks later, my aunt gets a call from the mom telling her that their girl is coming home from the hospital at the end of the week, and she was wondering if my aunt and her class would come to her welcoming party. The day comes and my aunt goes to their house with the entire class, around 12 kids, for the welcoming party and is received by the girl's grandmother who is waiting for them to come home. The house was empty, not decorated or anything that pointed out that it was a party. The woman comes home with the girl in a wheelchair, and when she sees the house, she starts throwing a fit. Woman, what the hell is this? Where is everything? My aunt, what do you mean? Woman, the cake, the piñata, the decorations, the gifts. If you're gonna throw a party, you at least bring her something. My aunt, you didn't tell me I had to make the party. You just asked me if me and the kids would come to the party. Woman, I meant you make the party. Wasn't that obvious? You're useless. My aunt even asked the grandmother, and she too had understood that we were just invited. The woman also lied to her boss that the girl needs a special bed so that he would give her the money for it. And her boss actually bought her the bed, and now she's selling it. Also, she told everyone that the girl's liver had detached. She had broken her skull, her pelvis, both legs, and needed money for a blood transfusion, even though she only broke her pelvis and legs. And healthcare, including blood transfusions, are free in our country. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really enjoyed making it. Don't forget to tell me what you think about these stories and submit your own story in the comment section below. See you guys in the next video.